Hey guys, Monica Taylor here. So today we are going to talk about the art of inviting and what that means as coaches. One of our 4 vital behaviors that you will see all the time is invite, invite, invite. And so what does that mean? As a new coach, I know I was super nervous to put myself out there. I had no idea what that meant. I thought it meant I needed to go spam everyone and say, hey, come join me. I'm doing 21-day fix. I'm doing Turbo Fire. You should do it too. Everyone needs to do it. And, here's my link. That's what you don't want to do. So the first thing I want to say is that we are not spammers. We do not want to word vomit all over everyone about what it is we do as Beachbody coaches. You have to understand from the very beginning that as a coach, you are a relationship builder. That's what we do. We're in the business of building relationships. So in doing that, how do we do that? What does that look like? And so you have to have conversations with people or invite them. And so the beginning process of that starts with you. So obviously one of the great ways to invite is by, just talking about your journey on social media. You followed your coach for who knows how long. You saw how they've shared their progress. They've shared what they've done. And you should have seen that they are just sharing naturally what it is that they're doing. Whether it's that they're posting, sweaty workout pictures, whether it's they're posting, food and recipes, or whether they're posting what we call our call to action post, which is like that big post where it's inviting someone to come join our challenge group or inviting someone to come join our team or our coaching opportunity event that maybe you went to. That's a way of inviting. However, one of the common misconceptions as a new coach is that you're going to go out there and you're going to make this great post and you're going to tell everyone about it, and then all of a sudden everyone's just going to come running to you. Well, reality is it's not really how it works. How this business is built is by you having conversations with people, you building that relationship. So, your first assignment today that you are not only going to do, but you're actually going to send a picture to me or your upline sponsor, is you are going to create your contact list. Now, let me preface this by saying this contact list is going to always be growing. There are millions of people in this world, and so you should never run out of people to talk to. But in the beginning, that can be super scary, and so you're not really sure where to start or what to do. And so, obviously, if you're enjoying what you're doing, the majority of the time, your contact list in the beginning is going to be friends and family. Think of it like a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant that you really love and you enjoy, what do? You recommend it to your friends and family. Or if you go see a movie that you really liked or that the kids liked, you're going to recommend it to your sister-in-law and your nieces and nephews. Or maybe, your sitter friend that your kids go to school with. Whoever it is, you're going to recommend it because you like it. It's the exact same thing with what you're doing as a coach. You are in the business of building relationships and recommending what has been working for you. So when you change your mind from, I'm spamming people, I don't want to sound salesy, because we're not salespeople. I suck at sales. That's why I failed in retail, was because I was terrible at it. But I'm great at building relationships and having conversations, genuine conversations with people. And so that's what you have to remember. Now, in the beginning, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to build up that trust. And so how do you do that? Well, the first thing that you're going to do, your assignment, is to make your contact list. So you have 2 options. The first option is to go to your contact list on your phone and your contact list in your emails and jot down every single person that's in there. So you're just going to go through your phone list, you're going to write down their name. Now, if you've printed off our team planner, inside that planner is a list of your 100 people. So you can start making your list on there. Your second option is to go to your friends list on Facebook. Think about the people that you talk to on a regular basis. Think about the people that maybe you've seen post about their, struggle with health and fitness, or maybe they're looking to do something. Whatever it is, you're going to just start generating a list of as many people that you can think of. And from there, you are going to start forming relationships. Now, obviously, in the beginning, if it's friends and family, your conversations are going to be very natural. Maybe it's a relative that you haven't seen since Christmas, so you're literally just saying, hey, how are you doing? How are things going? I haven't talked to you since Christmas. How's life? How's the kids? Natural things that you would talk about with a person in person, like face to face. So if you haven't seen a relative in a long time, what are you guys going to talk about? How's your job going? How are the kids? How's school going? How's that recent trip that you just took on? Just normal everyday life things. Eventually, what's going to happen in that natural conversation is they're going to come back and they're going to say, because you've been posting on your social media, hey, what's this thing I've been seeing you doing? Or I see that you've been getting your workouts in. That's awesome. And it's a natural flow or natural progression of conversation. So you're going to invite them to what we are calling our 5-day free clean eating group. You are going to run your own 5-day clean eating group, and myself and your coach is going to be right there with you, helping you lead the way. And so with your friends and family, you're going to say, hey, I've started this new journey as a Beachbody coach, and I'd really love it if, you would join me on this journey. You would, I could give you a free meal plan, and you can just kind of help me out and tell me how I'm doing and give me tips, and I can kind of help you, get on the right track and just feel better, in 5 days. And that's it. What that's going to do is that's going to build your trust with other people, because in the beginning it is harder. I will say in the beginning it's harder because people want to see that you're being consistent and they want to see that they can trust you. So with your friends and family and the people, that you're talking to, you're going to get them into that free clean eating group. So from your list, you're going to start with the first 10 and you're going to go through and you're just going to ask them how they're doing and just naturally talk. We call it forming. So you're going to talk about their family. You're going to talk about their occupation, recreation, what kind of things they do for fun. And then the last one is inviting. Hey, I've got this free clean eating group coming up and, I'm really practicing on what I do as an online health and fitness coach. Do you mind if I add you? I can give you a free meal plan and just give you some tips and tricks. And you can let me know how I'm doing. Most people are going to say yes. Why? Because everyone wants something for free. In a society where we can go and Pinterest and do everything, people want things for free. So make sure that you let them know it's free. They don't have to purchase anything. They don't have to do anything. And you're going to be in there guiding them on clean eating. Okay, then you're going to look at your list, and the next 10 people, you're actually going to start forming on their Facebook. So maybe it's you're liking a status, or they're posting pictures of their kids and you're commenting on them. Again, you're building relationships with them. You're genuinely interested in what they're doing. You guys, I cannot preach this enough. If you come into this business thinking that, number one, it's going to be an overnight moneymaker, number two, it's all about sales, then you are in the wrong business. You have the wrong mindset and the wrong attitude. You need to remember that we are truly in this to help everyone. That's why our password for our team website is Everyone Matters, because they truly do. And so in your conversations, if you are genuinely interested in what that person is talking about and who they are, then that is going to come across and you are going to build that trust with people. And so it's the same thing. It's the same thing with your Facebook post. If you make a post and it sounds salesy, or you're using a stock photo from the Beachbody website, that's going to come across that way. Just be you and be genuine, and I promise you that no one will receive you negatively. So that is your assignment for today. That conversation is naturally going to get to the process to where you're going to invite them to a challenge group like you've been in. Every single coach in this group has at least been a part of or is just now starting their journey in a challenge group. And at one point in time, your coach invited you. You got into a conversation with them. They talked about everyday life. And then you started talking to them about their health and fitness journey. You asked them questions about their goals, what kind of things that they're wanting to accomplish. Maybe they want to tone up, or maybe they want to lose 50 pounds. And your job with our help is to figure out what program is going to best suit them. But again, you cannot be successful in this business unless you are talking to people. All of the coaches, the most successful coaches in this business will tell you that the reason that they are successful is because they spend their days in the vital behaviors, and one of the vital behaviors is inviting, and that just simply means that you're having conversations with people every single day. In the beginning, does that mean that you're putting in a little bit more time of talking to people until that trust is built? Absolutely, but you have to know and trust that when you plant those seeds, that they are going to come to fruition. People are going to say no, and that's okay. A no is just a not right now. It doesn't necessarily mean a no forever. It's all about timing and understanding and building truth and trust with that person. And at the end of the day, if they're not interested, you can always, always, always ask for referrals. So maybe they're not really answering your questions, or maybe they don't seem that interested. You can say, hey, I'm sorry, I really hope I'm not bothering you. That's not my intention at all, and I can leave you alone. But if you have anyone or you know anyone that might be interested, I'd love to help them out. Again, just be real and be genuine and be honest, and I promise you that people will receive you positively. And I will say this, as a new coach, I know how scary it is to put yourself out there. I know how scary it is to send that first message and say, oh my gosh, what if no one answers? But here's what you have to remember. The more seeds that you plant, the more people that you talk to, the more lives you can touch. And that just starts with you. You jumped into this business and you made this choice because you wanted to impact other people's lives. And in order to impact their lives, you have to make sure that you're talking to them. So your first job, your first assignment is to make your contact list, decide or talk with your upline coach about when the next clean eating group is going to be, and you are going to invite as many people as you can to that clean eating group. You're going to let them know they're going to get a free meal plan, they're going to get some exercise tips and routines and workouts to try, but that you need their help and their recommendations, and they can invite people as well. But that's your first assignment. That's really the basis of what you're going to do from the time that you start as a coach until you are continuing and super successful in this business. It all boils down to the conversations you have with people and making sure that you're constantly inviting. Because if we're not inviting, then we're not doing anything other than posting on social media. So there's your assignment. Send it to your sponsor coach. Send it to myself. You can also post it in the comments below. And let us know if you have any questions. If you're doing your training on the Team Persevere website like you're supposed to be, you will see that there are scripts on there to really help you understand a natural flow of conversation. Remember, be genuinely interested in what it is that they're talking about. Most people are going to ask you the price up front, but I promise you if you redirect it and talk about them and what their goals are and why they're interested, they're going to understand that you're in this to truly make sure that A, it's going to help them be successful, and that B, that you can help them. So let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your guys' contact list.